Hello, hello. Oh, it's time for some FACEIT League. Yeah, I got a potential doubleheader for you here today. We'll see. We'll see how the first one goes. We got Hari 1v5 taking on French Riviera. Here to kick things off, French Riviera is the squad previously known as MC Aquila. Both teams coming in 7-4. Yeah, I mean, should be a banger. You know what? If this one is done in an hour, we'll hop in with another match at the top of the next hour, which will be OG Realm taking on Telesi. If this one ends up being a 5-map gigabanger, we'll let that other one ride. No big deal. We're prepped for both. We'll see what happens. Let's take a look at our standings. Really is just spectacular cup of black tea. Posture check. All right. As mentioned, both teams coming in 7-4. Quite a few teams. You got 4 teams currently sitting at 7-4. What an interesting season we are having here in Expert Division. GG Yes just taken their first loss here recently to Team Rats. The one caveat to that was Yes did not have either of their 2 starting DPS. Giant asterisks on that big win, but at the end of the day, you still get Rats handing Yes their first loss of the season. It gets kind of interesting after that. Remember, we're only going to have top 8 making playoffs here. Again, I mean, you got Hari and French Riviera, 2 of your 4 teams sitting at 7-4. And it's an important mark because 5 losses is where that 8th place cutoff is. So this could be the difference between, a 4th place standing and an 8th place standing here, or 7th or 8th, kind of depending on what happens with OG Realm versus Telesi. Of course, they're in a slew of 6-win teams, right? You've got 7 teams here sitting at 6 win. Potentially, we'll see OG Realm and Telesi fight to see if they can bust out of that middle of the pack. A lot of high-end matches happening today. I was looking at this, and I just felt like we had Super Shy on a lot this season. So, whereas we haven't had Hari and French Riviera on as much. I just noticed the name change today, and even in scheduling, it'll still say MC Aquila. Initially, at the top of our match page, still says MC Aquila, but that is French Riviera. It's not. Try not to get confused on that. Once you click on their page, it has adjusted. So this just happened, or at least very recently happened. We are top of the hour. Hari will get first map pick, which means French Riviera will get first ban. We did have Master Division roster lock happen this past weekend. There's a little bit of roster mania going on there. Expert Division and below won't lock rosters until this coming weekend. So might still potentially see some changes to these rosters up until the end of this week 6. It's going to be an Oasis pick out of Hari Aquila banning out the French Riviera. I will most likely be calling Hari 1v5 Team Hari. As this match goes on, just to let you know. It's just easier to say, and they changed names a couple times, and it's just Team Hari. In my brain, it just became Team Hari. So yeah, there you go. But I at least got their real name on. I was calling Team Hari on my scoreboard last time I think we had them. At least I put their official name in the scoreboard this time. I promised you a look at strength of schedule. Team Hari lost to X's when they were still competing. Lost to OG Realm, 6-5. Team we'll see a little bit later. And then losses to Yes and Super Shy, as we just mentioned, coming off of that tough streak there. Hari will have French Riviera and Moss up with their upcoming matches. Let's see, it was an Ana ban there from Hari 1v5. All right, now we get that sorted. Let's go get some French Riviera strength of schedule. That's right, that loss to Telesi Mirage. That hurt him early. Everybody was like, yeah, but you lost to Telesi Mirage. Everybody playing Super Shy and Yes back-to-back. What's up with everybody playing Super Shy and Yes back-to-back? Also lost to those top 2 teams, and a loss to Rats as well this past Monday. So both teams actually coming off of losses here. You were able to take big win over Quack, and you've beat Moth, which is also a good win. I don't know if they actually played X's. I think they actually did play this. Yeah, they did actually play this. So that was an earned win over X's, which was a strong squad. That's a good win. That's a good dub. Hari's notable wins. You got a win over Sithica. You got an early win over Rats and Quack. Hari rated pretty highly. Team Hari rated pretty highly in the standings. All season long here in our power rankings. When we start things off on University, let me get Who do I have winning? Honestly, this one is really tough to call. This one is super, super tough to call. I think we've got an absolute banger on our hands. I think this one could go either way. I would be very surprised. My only prediction is I'd be very surprised to see this one end in a 3-0. Sheba, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you being here. Oh, that was a level 108 Hanzo here for flash attack. My goodness. Somebody's put some hours into the Hanzo. Oh, I'm still mad I missed the nerf bow. I'm still mad the servers just decided to shut down that morning. That was because I was going to get it. I was going to get it. Hi, company here on an Oasis Cup as well alongside. It's not just the flash attack Hanzo. I'm gonna say no kills there. I think it was a comp swap is what we got there. I think we saw, I was enamored by the Hanzo, but we saw French Riviera come in, recognize the Eraser comp, go back and make some swaps, I believe is what we saw there. There were no deaths. Well, there is there. 630 is gonna pick up an opener on the Rav. Teleporter between hallway and this low basement access. Ooh, Oliver getting aggressive, trying to move in to help Potato Time. Potato Time gets taken down. It's actually CJ too with a pair of final blows there at the end of this fight. So far, a flawless start here in the opening minute for Team Hari. Oh, Strider looked great. Now, they didn't win, but they look good. Midori's still able to come out on top of that one. I'll get that VOD post later today. Oh, flash attack with a nice little move. Finish off Oliver. And then this is Team Hari. I mean, thoroughly dominating. We did have Hari, so let's talk about prediction. We did have Hari kind of rated higher in our power rankings. Team Hari, that is. Over French Riviera coming into this. A lot of it kind of just based on back of what we had heard about scrims and stuff early in the season. And then, of course, the power of Hari themselves. Gonna Kitsune rush up here from French Riviera to try to take this point. It wasn't Ant Matrix thrown into the back. Sound barrier. Now tossed in from CJ, too. Noxu does not have the barrier to match. Oh, excuse me, Oliver. Does now. And Hari's dead. Oliver won't go ahead and invest that sound barrier. Noxu just do a little gun flips in the back while Potato Time cleans up in the front. just enamored with gun flips. All right, Dragon's out. Where are we going? Oh, teleport. Just covering the backline. Really nice teleport there from 630. Potato Time trying to leap in on the supports, and 630 is just right there to greet him. Oliver's able to answer back. Hari Company have secured some presence on the objective. Rav holding on to this point for as long as they can in a 9-9 situation. Trying to stall long enough. Does successfully hold on down the fort long enough for Potato Time to return. Rav gonna help in with a couple of kills. Beautiful move there from Rav with the bean shooter. I will say I way prefer the nerf bow and arrow to the bean shooters. The sound, that is. The sound. It's far more subtle on the bow and arrow. Alright, but no more Hanzo here for flash attack. We're gonna go over to the Cassidy. Time looking like you're in a bit of trouble. 50 health. Drop it down towards the Mega on the point. Team Hari kind of paused to let their Lucio respawn. Rav coming in all the way from the back line. Oh, and CJ2 comes out of spawn. Kills Rav right on top of the Mega. The Ant Matrix will help secure the cap. 99.99. But Time gets the ult canceled. Nox is not going to get that Deadeye out either. And this is going to be Team Hari winning out this final fight here in our opening round. I mean, barring Rav, yeah, killing everybody. It does not happen. I was wondering why we didn't teleport out of spawn, holding it for the high ground teleport. Both teams opting into the Oasis now. And it looked like French Riviera kind of knew they weren't going to make that move. They knew they weren't bringing the sim. They weren't going to win that race. They just opt to stair side. Ooh. Noxu hits the silver bullet. Does not get the red X on it, though. CJ2 with an early pick finds Rav. I'm not sure exactly how that happened. I'm guessing Rav was trying to pressure high ground, got caught. Tends to be what happens to Tracers. It's not their fault. It's just Tracer trying to do Tracer things. I know. That's me speaking as a failed Tracer. Oh, what a Suzu from Little Plume. It's not going to be enough to get you out of dodge yourself, but you did deny an enormous stun, so it might have saved your friends. Oliver speeds the rest. Oh, but a late pick from Mackin. We'll extend this opening cap, or at least the percentage gained from it. Rav pushing jump pack side while the rest of French Riviera has moved to stairs. Rav in a bit of trouble. I think CG2 running that one. Meanwhile, continuing rush out from this side, trying to run down Hari. Will successfully do so. Woo, that was a nice little flick. Right click down low, left click up high. And this is going to be an immediate flip out of French Riviera. Rav going to cut off the escape. Time finds Mac a little revenge. Time finds a couple of late picks here at the end. Interesting, though, neither team really opted into the double flex DPS right now. I mean, we do see the difference, kind of the Tracer versus the Sim in this comp. The Sim able to get you to this high ground. You can hear Rav threatening. Ooh! Needs a flashbang out, a flash attack, but avoids disaster. Knocks it with the Deadeye. Photon Barrier out of the opposition. Hari herself throwing in the Terror Surge. Whoop, whoop. Oh. CJ2 comes up with a kill and a sound barrier. A little boop up on a Little Plume, but Oliver was able to get their own beat into the mix. Still, you've lost your tank here if you're French Riviera. Flash attack finds a couple of mean headshots. Nice 3-piece out of flash attack. We're going to flip there from Team Hari. Well played, sir. Well played. It's a good prediction. Rabbit didn't quite come through there. Couple mean shots, Hari being bullied off of the point. You're gonna try to just roll with it, ride the wave into the back line of the opposition. French Riviera have a Kitsune rush in this fight. Ooh, potato time still extraordinarily low. The nice little horseshoe move is all guns are pointed at the Orisa. The great peel from Oliver. Get the Orisa out of there into the safety of the stairwell side. You see Little Plumas come over and greet them over here as well. Rav moves in to complete the pincer, finds a kill on the Mackin and cutting off a lot of the sustain here for Team Hari in this 65-99 fight. So get the flip over to French Riviera. We're going to get clean up in the end. Once again, for the second sub-map in a row, we go to a final fight. You would think this map would be better for Hazard. I mean, yeah, traditionally, University is more brawl favored. It's a lot more flat, close quarters. This one has more high ground to play with. Obviously, jump pad side, center pillar. But yeah, we're going into the brawl here. So, or we've worked in the brawl. Trying to play the ground rotations. It's all about these rotations. And I will say, with the Symmetra, I'm not sure, you kind of get the best of both worlds here for Team Hari. They get the point presence that the Orisa provides. The Hazard has such a difficult time trying to anchor onto this card. Rav ends up falling, losing that duel. Ooh, that is a Deadeye right on the edge of the Terra Surge. And Noxie will not get the trigger pull. But Tata's able to find 630. Sound barrier in from Bone Squat. The second beat from CJ2. Lasting longer. Persisting through the back of this 99-99 fight. Team Hari will close it out. The Lucio could not quite get over the wall to get that touch. This is going to be the flash attack 3 pace, yes? Yeah. All right. WPG pick. Here out of French Riviera. They're going to go on the defense first, banning out of Carrico. Let's look at some stats there from map 1. Going to pick WPG and ban out Carry. So that's an interesting pick. And we had the Ana Man from Hari in map 1, so what stands out in the stat card? It doesn't look nearly as close in the stat lines as it felt in game, does it? Considering both of those submaps went 99-99. These stats, look like they're heavily favoring Team Hari. Looks like 3 to 4 team fight wins total from French Riviera, where you're looking at 5 to 7 team fight wins there from Team Hari, just judging by deaths across the board. You're looking at Hari themselves. Herself took most damage at 10.5k. Boom, boom, boom. Don't forget the Gambas. All right. And it's going to be a Diva ban here from Hari. Okay, we did get a sub. As we get Adriana Lima coming in here for... Otherwise, let's see. Otherwise known as Sniper Man. And as we get into Watchpoint Gibraltar, you'll see that they are not lying. Sniper Man showing us the Widowmaker here early. Adriana Lima, arguably one of the most beautiful women to ever exist. Was a Victoria's Secret supermodel. Huge anti out of Little Blue. Igor is potato time. Bum from Spain. Gotcha. Gotcha. Good to know. Good to know. Ori Mirror isn't the best, but it got forced. Interesting. So, I mean, it was... really just good play from Hari and co. There to kind of force that mirror. Now we do get Hari pulling out the hazard here. Obviously, much different situation. Once again, with that Ana ban being used on Oasis, you do give the opportunity here for for French Riviera to pull off the Ana. Where we're getting the Yari back out of Team Hari. Obviously, the Curie banned out. Here, a couple shots ringing out from the sniper up top. Hari ate a bio name and is able to back away. Nano available here for Little Plume. We'll see where you want to go with it. You gonna try to focus that sniper? You betcha. Gonna go run Sniper Man away. Trying to. The heals are good. The lamp is in. Time eventually able to chase down CJ. Does not escape. Dies to the Venom Mine. Unlucky. You know, you think you can toe the line, you think you've limit tested thousands and thousands of hours, and you don't give for the Venom Mine, you know? I mean, unluckers. All right, taking a quick nap. Coverage there from Adriana Lima, a.k.a. Sniper Man. Is that Track, the former Contenders player on the bench? Honestly, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Times have been tough. I feel that. We had an opening pick here from this defense, but time to times able to layer on top of that as I just miss all the ultimates reading chat. Remaining members of Team Hari, we're going to get run out of server. I don't think Hari is going to get out. Shaz and Davin came back for the first open qualifiers of 2024, then right back into hibernation. Hey, I mean, you know, we had Strider come out of hibernation yesterday. All right. Apparently, Strider just went and played Deadlock for a year, and came back and is now competing in an A. All right, we've seen players coming out of retirement here left and right. Ghost 91 just showing up out of nowhere. I mean, come on. All right, it can happen. Hari's gonna give chase. Downpour into the back. Oliver, I believe, able to shield that with the terrace, or with the rally. Here, drop the camera here. You can see the cart going around the corner. But time pushes out for a little bit of contest. Takes a lot of damage doing so. We're getting CJ in a bit of trouble. It's Rav pushing up top. A little out of sync on the pulse. They tried to predict what was gonna happen there. Oh, that was a huge bio from Mackin. Adriana Lena, you know, just taking a quick cat nap. Little Plume taking a dirt nap. Point cap. We're still talking about trap. It's the first time I've heard of players that Overwatch referred to as new gens. That's, I like that. And it's interesting. I mean, you know, we are like 9 years in. There's definitely been some generational swap that we've witnessed over the past year. The new class is rising up. Dare I say, I think the skill level has just continued to improve and improve. The new class may be even better than us old farts. I hate to break it to y'all. Raph pushing in, trying to follow up on that. Lands, that's a gorgeous stick on the Mac. And think one in the brig, but you take the auto. That'll do. Give me a chase down on the Sniper Man. That's the 3-piece there for Rav to stop this cart. Fortunately, they do, in fact, stop this cart. No C9s here. Track is good friends with Noxu. Oh, that's awesome. Teleport to the top of shuttle. Sniper Man immediately working to try to keep Little Plume under duress, but it's gonna take. You have to be there for quite a while. Oh, we've got a primal rage here. Yeah, even the purple, all that's not going to stop you. Even able to avoid the downpour. Nicely played that time. You got so many ults. Oh, can you get anybody off the shuttle? You could have knocked Mackin down to the low ground. That would have been so enormous. But time, I saw the vision, my friend. The drop down, dead eye. Adrian Lima lands on the boxes. Looking to try to hunt down Little Plume. Would settle for an X on to Potato Time as they escape into the top corner on top of the box. Still, there's no safety to be found there. Oliver's gonna invest. Noxu as well. Hari takes the brunt of the damage from the Bolo's shot, and the rally there for the shield bash finish. The defense holds despite this kill on a Potato Time with 5 seconds to go. CJ has no choice but to try to pop their own rally, but there's just overwhelming odds to run into, and that is as far as Team Hari will get here in Watchpoint Gibraltar. Woo! What a finish. Call for a fresh cup of tea. Really? Really? Okay. Okay. With a Symmetra. So we're going to teleport back and forth across and not let the car through the car wash? Is that the plan here? I mean, it's kind of like the old school main strap with a teleporter and a bastion. Now, my concern is you're giving up server room. You're going to give up a lot of space here if you're Team Hari. Obviously surrounding this. So once Riviera make this recognition, and they realize, okay, there's nobody on high ground. Rav should be the first to scout this. Yeah, Rav and Potato Time will scout that everybody's down low. Now Noxu's going to move up, realize there's nobody up top. Yep, your supports are both up here as well. So here comes Potato Time. Rav goes back to make the swap. All right, we're going to use the far eye to try to break this open. Yeah, you're trying to just pour as much damage down into this car wash as you can. Watch Little Plume drop it in, throws a big bio nade. Adrian Lima is purple. Potato Time is there with the finish. Able to just kind of poke in and out of the car wash. And that little mega down there, that one is not enough to go around. Too many mouths to feed here for the health bars of Team Hari. Now, that's where the teleporter comes into play, is you try to make an escape, but you've already lost Mac and yep, Adrian Lima not in this fight. You don't have the teeth to stick around. It was fun. It was fun. It's not gonna work. We do get the stall at the very end. Okay, Mackin's like, sure. I guess it's my turn to go touch. That looked so awkward. The cartwheeling Adriana Lima there at the end just to accentuate the awkwardness of that retake. I remember this cart got stopped in the back of shuttle, or if you're just joining us. Box of victory is right in front of the bay doors. And this defense is giving up a lot of space. We got to keep Mackin alive up top. Ooh, Rav punishes Hari for moving in to finish off Noxu. This is going to give double point presence. You've got both Rav and Potato Time to just bounce back and forth off of this cart. Your squishy Ash has to be the one to try to drop in and contest. 630 shows up here as well to help with that cause. They stop it momentarily. Potato Time's going to throw in the primal, see if they can cap this out. Hari has returned. Nano boost out a little plume and try to drop in. 630 company able to teleport forward. Hari 1, purple down. Rally up from CJ2. Try to see if they can stop this push in. Potato Time slept. Oh, but they're back on their feet. Rally to match. Cart continues to roll forward. 1.3 meters. Bob throw it in. The last bastion. The big Omnic Butler won't hold for long. Was long enough. If you get Hari back into this fight, you're able to get a kill onto Oliver as well. An opportunity here for the defense to breathe and stabilize, and they're able to force French Riviera back at 1.3 meters. Ridiculous. The Bob held for just long enough. And I mean just barely. That extra 2 seconds of Bob, that was all you needed to get Hari back into this fight. And this defense stabilizes with 3 minutes to go. Finally look like we're actually playing Jimmy. Let's say, don't drop a C9 here after that brilliant hold. You almost got baited into the pulse, CJ2. Fortunately, Rav does not connect. Nano boost thrown onto Hari, and this is going to run Potato Time off. Great whip shot out of CJ2 to help protect this top line. MC Aquila playing out of the top right mega hallway. Hari already low. Does have Primal. Does not want to get it forced early. Good purple lands. Let's check the bullet shot from Noxu. Looks like that might have connected with 630, but they're able to teleport away. No death. Potato Time anchoring in a very interesting spot here. Bubble used early? That was quite the aura bubble. I'm just going to drop down here and bubble. Rah! Just to intimidate you. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. Good ante. Couple of picks here from the defense. We've cut another minute off this clock. Cart was dangerously close to a C9 there. Again, we're running from the Nanode. Potato Time. Potato Time is going to jump in, finish off the rest of that ult charge needed. And this is a couple players caught in a small room. It's a perfect place for a Primal. Rally pop from CJ2. Try to hold on. Manages to get to the back of the objective, only to get popped by Noxu. Photon barrier. Here, Adriana Lima is down. 630 is down. Rav lands the pulse onto Mackin. And that is the bolo shot onto Hari. Rav comes up with 3, and French Riviera tie the series. Hey, I love to see some creativity. Couldn't hold it against Team Hari for that one. It was a creative move. Try to play that defense. Unfortunately, there wasn't really a plan B. Once the car wash hold failed, they needed a very snappy reset and to kind of swap things up and come back on a normal comp and get that retake. At the very least, try to buy some time, try to enable a smooth transition into a point B defense. None of those things happen. They are not able to buy time. They're not able to get set for the shuttle defense, and they finally stabilized. Honestly, I mean, it was fortunate for Team Hari to hold as long as they did. It was kind of a miracle that they ever stabilized in the first place, but they put themselves in such a massive deficit. I mean, big props to French Riviera. We knew these two teams were close coming into this. We knew this was going to be a banger. So far, it's delivered. Headed to map 3, all knotted up. It's a Suravasa pick here out of Hari 1v5. They are staying in the red outlines with a Wrecking Ball ban. Wow, all right. Does Potato Time have a ball on him? Am I missing something? So once again, as this match does seem, particularly if we end up going to 5, I won't interrupt OG Roman Telesi, as we're kind of getting close to the top of the hour. We'll probably be right at the top of the hour after this map. We'll probably opt out of the second match of our doubleheader, as to not interrupt teams mid-series. Rav 26-3. Absolutely Thanos'd out. 10k damage on a Tracer. On a Tracer. Nutty. It's not very often I curse on this stream, but when I do, it was absolutely called for. Good shit, Raph. Let's get into map 3. Let's see, I owe you a ban. It's going to be a Symmetra ban. They're from French Riviera. I do still owe you that ban. Let me get that plugged in. Okay, apparently there are pigeons somewhere on Suravasa. I am just unfamiliar with where they are hiding now. They are not in their previous spot. They have flown the coop. All right, on to more pressing matters. Okay, we're going to get a stair-side approach here from the Oasis composition out of French Riviera. I appreciate our teams kind of staying on the same sides and not constantly swapping sides. God, it makes my life so much easier. No contest here for stair side. It's just going to be Team Hari playing out of main. We're actually seeing Zekin sub in here. Let me go back and double check. So yeah, this is our third. Oh, so we have Zekin and Flash Attack. We actually had both 630 and Adriana Lima sub out. As Flash Attack comes back in, and we have seen all 4 DPS players here from Team Hari on the battlefield in just 3 maps. That unfortunately cannot find the kill they're looking for here in this first fight. And we're going to get French Riviera with an opening cap on market. Now, we did have the Kiri banned out in that previous map. So Mac and CJ kind of finally going back into that Lucio Kiri alongside Hari. And we've got a bit of a swap here, right? Because it was Potato Time who played the Hazard back in our opening map, where Hari's stuck with the Orisa. We know Hari. We've seen Hari's excellence on this Hazard, on our newest tank. Oh, Flash Attack gets caught trying to escape, though. Doesn't have that same mobility. And this is 85% and counting on the board from French Riviera. Hari eyeing a retake here. Oh, you're still early. You're still early. There's the boot. There's the kill. Does not even get the OT. Rav chasing out some kills here. He caught a thing to say we're going to gardens here for garden. It's not plural apparently on this map. It's plural on some maps and not on others. I don't know why I said that so emphatically. It's plural. Rah! Nice shot. Nox able to duck around the corner. Continue rush in. Zekin plants one onto Oliver. A big old smooch. A big old disgusting anti-smooch planted right onto Oliver in the form of a pulse bomb. Great opener. First percentage on the board here from Suravasa. For Team Hari, that is. Ooh. Got these early picks. And Flash Attack should be the one, putting up those kind of kills with the Freya, but no, the Soldier able to connect with that. Zekin does win out the duel over Raph, who's been a huge thorn in the side of this team. Oliver with the Sombra to protect against the downpour. Potato Time is even able to find a kill through that. CJ2 responds with their own beat into this fight. But that is faded. It's just Lucio heals. Woo! Hari is eventually able to locate the kill on the Little Plume. Even the odds run out Potato Time and company. And by run out, I mean just send them into spawn.
Flashpoint.
shoot. Sorry. It would have been awesome if I didn't back it through the wall. Damn it. It would have been so good. DPS ult available here for French Riviera, and they've got a great position off of this spawn. Yossi's going to get popped immediately. Rav does not escape, though. Hari's able to find the kill there with the spike guard. Oh, but Oliver finds flash attacks, so both teams are missing a DPS into this fight. There's the touch from Zekin, denies Cap, but they have to blink away eventually. We will get French Riviera in control of Temple. Still no pick has come through since the opening, one apiece. Good spear lance. CJ could be in trouble. Zekin's going to try to throw a pulse out. ZJ2 has been able to escape their pursuer. Now, we got some heals showing up in the form of Zekin. CJ2 helps finish off Rav. Kitsune Rush has been invested on this objective, but now we have a return fire out of Mackin. 5v4. Turned into a 4v3 as Zekin is trying to win this one tankless. Mackin's able to find Little Plume, and despite Hari dropping early, Zekin finds a 3-piece. Team Hari find the point. Whoop. Hari got a little ambitious. Tried to go cut off the rest of the team. Ooh, but Rav gets stuck. Caught out. So what was initially a bad thing for Hari ends up being a good thing for the rest of the squad. Now they push in on a 5v4. Ooh, don't trade. Trading's the worst thing you can do here, Hari. The Terror Surge is trying to get that kill, but Hari's able to violently leap around the corner. CJ2 once again shows up with a couple of incredible final blows. What a badass on this Lucio. Look at you go. Look at you go. Team Hari gets the objective. Rav. Oh, there's Rav. Not close enough for a touch. All right, so we're headed to the other side of the map. Oh, no. We are not. We get a good spawn here, at least if you're French Riviera, as Ruins pops. Palace saved for the end. This is going to be a big rock show. 4, nearly 5 ultimates available here for Team Hari. We've got plenty online. Double support ult available. Oliver's not going to get those into this. Little Plume will not either. Flash attack goes all Thanos here for this first fight. Finds 3, denies support ult. And all you needed was, well, I guess you got Downpour and Bolo Shot was used if you're Team Hari. Like 2 of your lower impact ultimates, you know, compared to your Kitsune Rush and your Sound Barrier. Noxu gets caught trying to push through. Noxu OC, 60% of the board here for Team Hari. Sound Barrier out from CJ2, only hits 3. Zekin trying to follow French Riviera as they run onto the point with the Kitsune Rush. This is going to turn into a bit of a mosh pit on the objective. The point has flipped. Patata Time picks up 2. Running everybody out of the water, lay claim here to the Ruins. It was just an aggressive blitzkrieg push from French Riviera. They amp speed onto the objective, dropping a Kitsune Rush, and hope they can kind of catch Team Hari a little flat-footed. They successfully do so. It looked like Hari was, disengaged and even kind of started to flip the point, as I was mentioning. But you end up with 2 players caught on the objective itself. So, with 98% on the board, French Riviera get an important flip to save this map. Zekin trying to push downstairs. What have we got? You got Terra Surge. Oh, Flash attack, bolo shot, not going to cut it. Zekken's able to finish off Oliver early in this fight. A flurry of kills, hit the fade. Flash attack and Zekken light it up. And Team Hari, I mean, move in and systematically dismantle this Ruins defense to take Suravasa in the 2-1 lead in the series. Dink Pancake, tell you what, you've given me half of a thought there. You've given me half of a thought, Dink Pancake. Runasapi pick here out of Hari. Do they finally move into the red outlines? I'm thinking Hari are going to move into the red outlines. They're like, yeah, we got to change up these colors. I'm not liking it. We got to swap sides. No, they stay in the blue. French Riviera, that is. Stays in the blue and ban out Cassidy. So staying with the DPS bans as well. Let's take a look at some stats there from map 3. I said stats from map 3. Where are my stats? Where are my stats? Son bitch. Where's my stats? Alright, never mind. We don't get stats. Let's see. It was a Brig ban here from Team Hari. Headed into Runasapi. Which animal do we want to zoom in on? You got bulls and alpacas. I'm a big fan of both, actually. You get the bull. Let's get into map 4. Flashing my attack till we Zekken. We are using this one. I like it. I thought that sounded like a winner. All right, what do we got? Actually, we are sticking with that DPS line, coincidentally enough. And kind of showing us that same composition. Team Hari, I think they have found a magical winning combination here, and I can't say I argue with them. You've got Zekken to kind of mark and control Rav, keep Rav from getting out of control, which we did see on map 2. That I think was one of the big factors there on Watchpoint Gibraltar. Was Rav being able to just have such a massive impact, so Zekken's been able to limit that. And previously, I thought maybe it was just because we had the Sim banned last map, right? That, you know, maybe we saw a DPS change up because of that Symmetra ban. But no, even with this Cassidy ban, we still have Flash Attack in. We're still sticking with Zekken along with it. Of course, we get the Potato Time ball. I was asking earlier, like, wait a minute, does Potato Time have a ball I'm not aware of? Well, we get to find out. Rolls out here on the Pumpkin Hamster. But Hari finds 2 opening picks. Make it 3. I saw that tech Potato Time. That was interesting. I saw what you were doing there. Like, yeah, was using jumps, like momentum up, and then was using jumps to kind of stall on the rooftop. Was that? That was wild. There were so many spike guard spikes. I don't know, guard spikes. There were so many guard spikes flying back and forth because they were all flying out of Hari and getting deflected back. 2 swift fight wins in a row. It's a 90-second checkpoint here from Team Hari. I don't got much else for you on that. It's been flawless thus far. Oh, sorry, I bumped my mic there. Nyanza, hello. Flash attack does not connect with the bolo shot. I mean, Potato Time kind of doing their own bolo impersonation. We get our first fight win here out of French Riviera. And we'll start taking the bot back the other direction. About to say, I think Potato still chasing. Yeah, Potato still chasing Zekin around. Zekin's gonna grab the Mega. Here comes Rav showing up for reinforcements. That's the recall out. Zekin, you gonna be able to escape this? Nope. Rush Mines available here in this next fight. Rush Overwatch available in this next fight. Whoop! I love the fling down. There's the pile drive in. Ram is able to find a pick through all of this. The mines aren't quite on top of the Kitsune Rush, but hey. And actually, both Kitsune Rushes kind of just getting abandoned here as the fight ends up moving out towards that coastal side. Oh, wow. Zekin, I don't know what that was skirting on the sundial there. Blade in from Noxu as I hit the wrong paw. Let's see what this katana can do. You're gonna chop through Mac and Hard with a little help from your friends, and looks like another fight win here out of French Riviera. All right, so with 2 fight wins, you've been able to finally start making progress. I love kind of playing with the Wrecking Ball visuals. Such a fun, unique hero design. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Team Hari's in trouble. No tracers in this fight, which does make things a bit interesting. Hari's gonna go ahead and throw in the down point. Is able to escape what was looking like a very tight spot. Unclear whether anybody got caught in the ultimate. But we are still seeing a lot of point presence. Hari goes leaping into a 1v3. Woo, almost put yourself in a giant mismatch, but is able to block themselves out in safety. Sounds like Tracers have returned in this fight. It's out of time with a bit of an aura pass through. Comes in with the pile drive. Once again, we're able to get both Tracers off the battlefield. Alright, trying to follow up with a kill onto Little Plume, but they swift step away. Get the Kitsune Rush out into this fight. Hari's still trying to pursue this. They're just gonna hold court inside the Kitsune. Not exactly the safest place to stand. And after eating a considerable amount of damage, Hari has to violent leap away. But the rush fades. Both teams kind of poised here for another attack. Flash attack catches the corner with the bola shot, but still with a little help from CJ2, able to find that pick. And one on to Raph. So we're going to get Team Hari winning out what is a pretty important and prolonged fight here in the middle of the map and middle of the time bank. The selfless Little Plume taking the time to throw some healing of Fuda into their wrecking ball before trying to climb the walls. I respect it. I respect it. Oof. Oof. Just a sad little minefield there while stuck in the downpour. The mines just get minimal surface area coverage. Oh, we're getting a little bit of packet loss there, sorry. Looks like that's smoothed out, and has this game plan from Team Hari. This has been a dominant push. And Potato Time, yeah, now making a swap onto a Diva. Giving up on the wrecking ball here with maybe one fight to give. I'm not even sure if they have that. Mackie coming up with an opening pick on the Little Plume, and a Kitsune Rush now thrown in, and saw another Red X pop up there. Noxu with the blade. The beats already come and gone. They're going to try to wait out CJ2's sound barrier. Noxu may have just waited too long. I don't know if the opportunity to save this is there anymore, but we're going to try anyway. Noxu pulls out the blade. They're like the only player left here in a blue outline. Has just got surrounded by targets. Will get rot down. And this is Team Hari just marching, dare I say, sauntering into the back of Runasapi, what has been a dominant map 4 performance. CJ2 tried to get the big boop there in the back line, but we will get a retake with Tsune Rush. Used to try to hold on to this. Suzu in. Buying some time for Potato Time to find some safety. Flash attack is low, and it looks like Team Hari is going to slowly but surely back away, at least for the meantime. See if they can get a pick on the way out. Not yet. Boomstocks got banned mid-casting? Wait, what? Wait, what? What happened to poor Boomstocks? Violent Lip will find Noxo. How on earth did that happen? This defense still holding on by a thread, but I think Hari might have just cut it down with a violent leap and a bladed arm. That will be the series. Team Hari moves up to 8-4. The big 3-1 win here today. GG's. Kate, thank you for the follow. How did that actually happen? I need some deets. Let's get that point on the board. Ooh, we are right at 2 o'clock. Which means we have time to hop in our other match. Let's see. Just put a little cap on our match here today. I'm going to do a quick closeout here. We don't really have much stats to even work with. Flash attack player of the match? I don't know. No, never mind. CJ player of the match. Was just ruthless. I felt like CJ was just lighting up that feed so much all day long. Yeah, I'm giving it to CJ. You know what? Screw it. You get it. CJ, player of the match. Boom. There you go. Done and dusted. Congrats to Hari. Huge dub. Huge dub.